I got pregnant in year 10 and a lot of people ask me, how did your school find out? So this is the story. Now, this all started, I was about 9 weeks pregnant and I had just told my mum that I was pregnant after hiding it for a month. And now, obviously, there was a lot of arguing going on. So she just dropped me off at school and I was walking down the drive. I was in tears walking down the drive because my mum had just found out literally the day before that I was pregnant. And obviously, she wasn't happy about it. And there was this lovely teacher and honestly, God love her, she was amazing. She saw me crying and she was like, what's wrong? And I just walked past her, which was really rude of me, but I didn't obviously want to turn around and be like, here's what's wrong. So I walked past her, and her being the amazing teacher she is, she literally runs to me and just wraps her arms around me. And so like I hugged her and she was like, what's wrong? And I looked up to her and literally went, I'm pregnant. And when I tell you her face drops, I feel so bad about this still. It was just a normal day for her and I just drop in the fact that I am pregnant. Now, the first question she asks me is, does your mum know? And obviously my mum did know, hence why I was crying. And I was like, yeah, my mum knows. And she was like, right, okay. And I'm pretty sure she asked if I was okay and stuff. And she sent me into like a room and she was like, go in there and I'll wait for you. Because obviously she had to stay on duty because she was making sure kids were getting in school. I took my bags with me and went over to this room that she told me to go to. And this is where another teacher, who I also absolutely love, walks in. And she was like, okay, Miss blah, blah, blah has just told me what's happened. She was like, we are going to have to ring your mum and tell her that we know. And I knew they'd do this. It was probably also to make sure that I weren't lying and that my mum did actually know. So I can't do makeup in a phone. So they had rang my mum and I don't really know how that conversation went. Obviously my mum was still very mad at the fact that her daughter was pregnant in year 10. Like American or anything, you don't know what this is. I was 15 when I found out I was pregnant. It was actually on my 15th birthday. So yeah, obviously I was still very upset and I was kind of telling them about everything. And I'm pretty sure for most of the day I spent the room in there and did all my work in there instead. And then I did get told that all teachers would have to know for safeguarding reasons, but I didn't want the